All right, so this is an article that looks really stupid because, quite frankly, every fast food place is pretty much guilty of this. I don't know why they're just singling out these two. So, where's the beef? McDonald's, Wendy's hit with deceptive ads lawsuit. A new federal lawsuit from McDonald's and Wendy's customers claim the two fast food chains are falsely advertising the size of their beef patties and sandwich toppings. In a proposed class action filed in New York, of course it's fucking New York, customer named Justin Chimchimini says two fast food giants should compensate him and others who bought certain sandwiches based on their print and video. Okay, I'm sorry, but if you go into a fast food joint and you expect their sandwiches to look as advertised, you're fucking stupid. Those are made in a studio, and most of the ingredients aren't even real because they're under a fucking hot light the entire fucking time. When you see the pickles on the side, that's because they put the pickles there purposely so you can see everything in the burger or the sandwich or whatever. Like these two right here. These were made in a fucking studio, so naturally they're going to look good. This is a fast food restaurant. If you want to make it look like this, it takes too much time, and that's something they don't have. It's called fast food, not slow food. So if you're going to Wendy's expecting the bourbon bacon cheeseburger to look like this, you're fucking stupid. Fast food bought certain sandwiches made in video print and video ads. The lawsuit comes after Burger King got hit with similar claims last month by the same attorney. Wendy's materially overstates the amount of toppings and the size of the beef patty for nearly every menu on the item in its current advertisement, the lawsuit says. Wendy's misleads consumer. No, they don't. I mean, if you've never been to a fast food place, sorry for you. But people who go there, it's like the Big Mac. It's never as advertised, but it's still a Big Mac. You're still getting everything on it. It just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. Ads featuring overcooked patties that make the meat look 16 different. Make the meat on 16 different sandwiches appear 15 to 20% larger than those sold in their stores. The suit contends McDonald's also materially overstates the size of its beef patties using the same deceptive practices as Wendy's. Chimchurri goes on to claim. Nearly every item on its menu, including its cheeseburgers and hamburgers, the Big Mac, Quarter Pounder, and McDouble, are falsely advertised, it says. It's a fast food restaurant, not a 5-star fucking restaurant. Okay? Now, if it's a 5-star restaurant and it's advertised a certain way and it comes out looking like shit, then we might have an issue here. But it's fast food. You really think that some fucking teenager is going to be able to make it look exactly like the fucking picture? Come on. Come the fuck on. These are just idiots looking for a quick payout because they're too fucking lazy to do anything else. You really think that a fucking 16-year-old, 17-year-old is going to have the time, patience to do that? Come the fuck on. Now, I can make burgers like that at my house because I have time. When I worked at Burger King, I was able to make burgers like that at the end of the day when we were getting off and we were kind of throwing everything out. They're like, oh yeah, there's this meat left. You guys can, So I'd go through and I'd make myself like 3-4 burgers and I'd have like 3-4 patties and I just meticulously made everything the way I wanted it. All the cheese was a certain way. The onion rings on it were a certain way. The mayo or the barbecue sauce was a certain way. Because I have time. If you're in a fast food place, you're not there to make it look perfect. You're there to make fast food. If you want something to look nice, then do it your fucking self. To bolster the allegations, it also mentions food stylist Ellie Stern, whose clients include McDonald's and Wendy's. Stern said in an interview with Money Talks News that she used the undercooked method to prepare sandwiches for photo shoots. Again, you gotta remember, they're in studios. Most of the stuff is either fake or because you've got all these fucking lights on it. You really think it's gonna last? No. In general, meat shrinks 25% when cooked, depending upon the meat amount of fat and liquid contained in the meat. The plaintiff claims of McDonald's patties. McDonald's only sears the outside of the patties and uses for advertisements to deceive customers. Yeah, it's just for show in the pictures. You're still getting all the ingredients on there. It just doesn't look as nice. I mean, who cares? It's all going to look the same coming out. The fourth court complaint goes after both chains for breach of contract, negligent misrepresentation, unjust enrichment, and violation of New York's consumer protection laws. The plaintiffs are asking for monetary damages for all Wendy's and McDonald's customers allegedly deceived by the company's ads, as well as an injunction requiring the chains to change or discontinue purportedly overstated advertising. The plaintiffs are also asking the court to disgorge the companies of revenue earned through the allegedly offending ads. A spokesperson for McDonald's did not immediately respond to Yahoo Finance's request for comment on the lawsuit. Wendy's did not immediately return a request for comment. Anthony Russo Law, who filed a similar proposed class action lawsuit filed against Burger King last month, told Yahoo Finance that he is awaiting McDonald's and Wendy's responses to the complaint. This is what first world problems look like. The sense of entitlement. You're mad that this doesn't look like this, or this doesn't look like this. I mean, in McDonald's, I mean, the only thing that really doesn't look the same is the bun. It's just like the only thing that's different. Because again, they're in a studio. The bun that they're possibly using, if it is real, isn't stacked and squished against others. It's not being, sitting on a rack for days. It's fresh for the most part. Maybe dolled up a little bit. But naturally, it's going to look different. I don't understand how hard that is, to get. It's fast food. It's not going to look presentable like they do in the ads. The way it looks in ads is to show you all the ingredients that make up that sandwich. So that way you can say, oh, it's got beef, it's got cheese, it's got bacon, it's got this, it's got that. Like I said, it's all going to look the same way when it comes out. So who fucking cares? You paid for a sandwich. It's got all the... Now, if you got a fucking burger, if you got the like this one, the Wendy's bourbon bacon cheeseburger, and it came without the fucking bacon, then there's something to complain about. But it's all going to look the same coming out the other end. So unless you're paying for some fucking $200 meal at a 5-star restaurant, it's fast food. They don't have time to meticulously place everything perfectly. No, they gotta throw it on, boom, 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 wrap it, done. And anyone who's worked in a fast food place knows this. So if you want something that looks like that, make it yourself, you lazy fuck. That's all I can say is just make it yourself. If you're so concerned with how your food looks, make it yourself. Because I don't know, some places, most of the times they're still getting paid minimum wage, as in whatever the minimum wage is for that state. I know some McDonald's and some places like that are getting like $12, $13 an hour, but some people are getting like $7.20 something an hour. So they don't get paid enough to sit there like, okay, here's the bottom bun. Okay, like that. Okay, we're gonna got some cheese. Okay, oh god, there we go. Put some bacon on. Okay, some onion ring. Okay, pickles. Right. Oh wait, no, it's gotta go right there. Okay, okay, there we go. Okay, now I just gotta place this perfectly on the wrapping paper. Okay. They don't have time to fucking do that shit. Give me a fucking break, people. Seriously. And even if it's an older person, it just seems like nowadays everything is just me, 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 me. Oh no, your sandwich looks like that. Big fucking deal. You're getting what you're paying for. It's fucking fast food, not a $100 steak at a five-star restaurant. It's fucking fast food. Anyways, like I said, if you've worked at a fast food place before, you know exactly that you can't do it the way they show in the advertisements. Sometimes you might come close if the place isn't busy and you have more time, but most of the time it's not like that. Every day of the week there's something. During the spring or summer when there's like baseball practice and stuff like that. Sundays, Wednesdays, when people have church. After practices and games and this and that. So there's really no time where you're just going to be standing around and being able to, okay, meticulous. Okay, that's 2 strips of bacon. Go like that. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, you can't. You just can't. And like I said, if you work in fast food, you'll know this. I worked in fast food. I worked at Burger King, and we certainly, even when we were slow, there certainly wasn't enough time to make it look. When I was making sandwiches for myself, we were closed. We were cleaning up for the night, and like I said, they would just kind of pull out the meat and say, hey, we've got this much meat left, so if y'all want to make sandwiches for yourselves, do it before throw the stuff out. And so I was able to get it exactly how I wanted it, make it all look nice and fancy, even though it was in the bag with other things and went in the fridge afterward when I got home. It still looked the same when I opened it the next day. But fucking people sometimes, I swear. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.